exciting and enjoyable for those guys. But anyways, here we are. We're going to look at a viewer from the Reddit community. And actually, I need to double check his name before we get going, only because if I don't know who we're watching, that proposes a little bit of an issue. So let's see. We are watching... I am Frontier Psychiatrist on the demo. So QWERTY from the Reddit community has submitted his... let's see. I don't want to join a back secured server. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Just freaking play the demo. mygame.dem. Is that legit? You have launched the game in insecure mode from outside of Steam or with insecure flag. Your game will you will not be. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So let's do this. Let's actually take his demo because it's being dumb, and we'll cut it and put it into my folder. Documents. Actually, no, we don't need documents. So yeah, how about the Bears? The Bears. Kidding, I hate the Bears. How about them Titans, though? That's my team. That's my team. That's my quarterback. All right. I've got the demo file now. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right, guys. So, again, sure that you ask questions when we watch this, only because it's going to help this viewer when he watches his VOD, if he's not here, which I'm not sure if he is or not. But it will help him, okay? Ask me very, very specific questions that I can answer because obviously, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner down there, we do have the chat up. So keep that in mind, all right? Feel free to ask plenty of questions. Nobody's going to get mad at you. Let's set some bind real quick. And demo UI. There we go. All righty. Let's turn my volume up just slightly. And that way we can hear what's going on. So again, we are watching Frontier Psychiatrist. And matter of fact, yeah, we're just going to jump right into it, okay? We're going to go ahead and hop to the next round. Check him out. Here he is right here, starting T side. Not 100% sure what league this is, okay? So we're going to be very very specific about what we look for, all the typical stuff, all the head levels, all the game sense attributes, stuff of that nature, okay? So again, he starts out with armor, Glock, very standard buy. Doesn't look like he elected for any decoys, which is no big deal. Truthfully, it may just be a waste of $50 at this level. Let me pause right here, okay? Teammates planting, we're kind of out in the open. We've been out in the open most of the round, okay? So at this point, you're looking at long as is. You're taking a chance that nobody's up ramp. So let's go ahead and help cover that guy. Let's watch that peak long A and make sure that he's not going to get flanked just to help your teammate out. Nothing really very in-depth there, but more or less just cover fire there.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Google. He does. And I was waiting to see how he engaged there. But yeah, basically, slow down with the Glock, okay? I've been over this in some aim lesson stuff, but it's about the rhythm with pistols, okay? Nice, very, methodical tap, 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 all right? Don't be so jerky and so spastic, especially with a Glock. Really, any pistol for that matter, okay? Be controlled and be concise, or precise, not concise, but be precise with what you try to do, okay? Because that Glock's, it's still a pretty strong weapon. It's like a good shot from that distance from where you were to catwalk stairs. It's a good shot and then a chest shot, and they're dead. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Take this off real quick too. All right, so we're on the Nico around here. Bought a P250. I'm not opposed to that. Give yourself a little bit of a chance to get the frag. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Not bad, you got the frag there. Again, just slow down your pistol shots. Okay, and another thing too, whenever you hear that shotgun, fall back. Okay, because the closer you are, the more effective that shotgun's going to be. Just keep falling back there. All right. But overall, I mean, you seem to control the. I don't know if it was just control the P250 or more of a luck how the guy was strafing, but just slow your pistol shots. Try to be more accurate with them, and it may pay dividends for you.
Smoke. Decoys out. Grenade. Fire in the hole. Deploying flashbang.
A couple of things I saw with that round is you're continuing to move as you're shooting. That guy that you were looking at in tunnels here, okay, you had a good angle. You were set up right here, okay? You heard him running up through tunnels this way, all right? And I feel like you had a good position on him, but instead of just holding your ground and just keeping your crosshair head level, you decided to strafe and just hold mouse 1. Remember, an AK is very inaccurate, so the more we can set our feet and shoot and have proper head levels, the better off we're going to be. So just, again, a little spastic for me. Slow your aiming down, set your feet, focus on your head level, and just hit your shot, man. And again, just know the proper reaction time you need to create a cushion for when you set your head level crosshairs, okay? All right, but overall, not terrible. Again, just maybe a little bit too spastic for me. See, I wish we could do this in such a way to where it was like, all right, he plays around, I analyze, he makes adjustments. But instead, we tend to get into a lot of the same bad habits throughout the course of the entire demo.
Grenade.
You heard his footsteps. You heard footsteps. They hear them rotating.
Down smoke.
Slow down, man. Relax. He's not even looking at you. No need to spray him down like that. Okay? Just be under control. Again, moving. We're constantly moving as we're shooting. And I have a feeling that's pretty much going to be a theme. Okay? Just set your feet. 1-2 tap. Keep moving. 1-2 tap. Moving. 1-2 tap. Moving. All right? Don't get so spastic with that. Okay? You'll be all right with once you make the adjustment so far. All right? And that's, you know, that's a lot of probably just problems that show themselves from other games like Call of Duty, you know, Battlefield. Games like that, you're able to get away with moving, and you're still fairly accurate. But in Counter-Strike, the mechanics and physics are a lot different. Requires you to be a lot more focused on, like I said, setting your feet. And it's a video game, but at the end of the day, it gives a more realistic feel. I know that's... Well, that's a video game. There's no such thing as realistic feel in a video game. But, you know, you're not going to shoot a rifle freaking hold mouse 1 in real life and expect to be accurate with it. So, if that helps you, treat it like that. Treat it like a real game. Yeah, Google, I agree. Ricko dropping the Google. I'm gonna start calling you Rick because I think it's Rick Oz, right? Not really sure why you would molly there. Obviously, I've got hindsight. I can see everything, but there's not really going to be a play here. So I'm going to move on. Okay. Nothing really happened in there. It looks like you're kind of the lurk man, which is okay. Nothing wrong with that. I think I called you Rico this morning, or like 7:05 a.m. after being up until 1 o'clock in the morning last night getting Destiny. Really, really love being. Again, guys, challenge yourself. Okay, if you're really trying to improve, challenge yourself. Go to different parts of the map every couple rounds. Don't get locked into doing the same thing over and over. Only because the team gets used to you being there if you make contact with them constantly, and you're always practicing the same thing. You're never really broadening your horizons. But back to what Google said, yeah, that aim video would help. Watch the aim lesson. He's got caught spraying there. Obviously, he jumps. Once he jumps, you know, it's probably just more of a feel thing. You just got to be able to pull down quick enough. Sensitivity thing, so. And especially when you're flanking, if you can get calls, which unfortunately I don't have the luxury of knowing if you know where they're at. Matter of fact, let's turn off X-ray.
I'm throwing smoke. Grenade out.
So far, your buys have been good though. You bought head armor. You know, your nades, molly, smoke, flash, grenade. Ooh. Excuse me. Okay, it's good smoke. So there's some knowledge there, showing that you know some stuff. It's good. Good. I like the fact that you looked at the smoke because so many people just run through it. You think, oh, that smoke's gonna act like a molly. Okay, that approach right there that you just took to that guy is the approach I want you to take to shooting people all the time. Setting your feet, trying to be accurate. You were a little low on your head levels, which isn't the end of the world. You're still making chest contact, which is good. But yeah, I mean, just constant shots at the chest will be good.
Terrorists win.
Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Guy just raped you all with 25 HP, by the way. Yeah, he does, Google. You're right. His crosshair level is pretty good. It's controlling the rhythm at which he shoots the gun, and it's about keeping his feet set. You would be surprised. A lot of players have good tendencies, but unfortunately, they have some bad tendencies which counter their good tendencies, such as moving your feet, such as holding mouse 1, stuff of that nature. I'm not 100% sure on the rank, Sinks, to be completely honest with you. I would say, if I had to guess, probably around Supreme Master First Class, maybe? Double AK, somewhere in there. If I had to guess. I don't know if he included that in his message. I'll double check in a minute. But again, it's not the rank that matters, guys. It's about the fundamentals, okay? You can have terrible fundamentals, but have been carried through ranks, and you're a high-ranking player just because you've been carried. Could be the opposite. You may be a lower-ranked player, but because you've had bad fundamentals, or good fundamentals in losing matches, just part of it. So don't get don't get trapped in the rank game. Okay, that's a really bad. It's just a bad judger. I guess is the right word for it. As far as how good of a player is. Yeah, if you think about it, I feel like in 1.6, the movement speed was a lot slower. Your feet were heavier, so it was easier to set your feet and shoot. Whereas in CSGO, you really got to dominate the counter strafe. That's what it's about. Again, all right. He's crouching right there. If you continue to move as opposed to matching his crouch, he's a sitting target. Okay. Anytime somebody crouches and they're firing at you, if you keep moving or reset behind the door, then re-peek him, get your angle right, it's an easy kill. All right. So whenever you see somebody crouch, man, they're saying, hey, here's a kill, please take it. All right. So take advantage of that. That's where you just have tight angle peaks, which it wasn't a bad angle peak. It was just unfortunately you matched them with crouch for crouch. But going back to my point, rank isn't something that you want to base your whole entire CS career on. Only because there are good players who just get stuck at bad ranks because they play with terrible teammates. Here's where those rounds you guys kept pushing for kills bite you in the butt. Because they've won a few rounds in a row, and or they've gotten guns down, they win one round, and you guys are screwed with your money. So you gotta know when to push and know when not to. Maybe I can elaborate a little more on that later. Just outgunned right there. No big deal. Okay, let me pause right here. I want to note what he bought. Okay, he bought a P250 and a flash. Everybody else, they've got a P250, a CZ, and 2 Glocks. All right. Keep in mind, he's the middle spawn here. Okay, so he's this guy right here. All right. So if he buys a flash, there's one of 2 things we look for. Okay. In this situation, they've got a great B spawn. You got 3 guys here. If they play it right and they do in fact go B, then his flash could be effective. All right. On the other side of it, say he has the mid spawn again. Okay, so he's here, and they've got 3 players down here. Again, this is hypothetical, and they rush out long. Then his flash can be effective here. Okay, but if you don't use that flash effectively in this case, and you're being the middle guy, you have no right, no reason to rush in here to use your flash and be the first guy into the site. Okay, because you're going to be late. They're going to beat you to that spot every time with that spawn. Okay, so again, understand what you're buying, understand why you're buying it, and that's going to help you master the economy side of the game. Okay, and I'll get into the whole pushing stuff later. All right, but I just wanted to note that there. So let's see what he does with it. All right, so it looked like you had the right idea, but unfortunately 2 teammates that had good spawns for it were late in a spawn. That's where you shut it down right here. There's no reason for you to push this. None whatsoever. You're too late. They're going to beat you every time. Okay, we've talked about that in previous lessons. Know the timings, okay? If it's 2v1, all right, you guys are going to lose every time, especially with pistols. Now, if it's a rifle round, maybe different. But if all 4 of you go right there, you guys probably trade that opper. If not, go with 2 for 1. My dog's passed out, by the way. Can you guys see him? Look at him on the floor back there.
I'm throwing smoke. I'm throwing a flashbang.
Under control. Okay, be more efficient. That's the name of the game. The more efficient I am with my bullets, the better I'm going to be. Head level, head level, head level.
Throwing smoke.
You heard him, so that's good. Okay, pause right here. Why would you expose yourself? Okay, nobody's seen you there, heard you there, I don't think. So why would you make yourself susceptible to this spot right here in the middle? All he's gonna do is poke his head there, and it's all you can see is a head. So just go back behind the box, sit there. If he pushes you, man, he pushes you, you get the kill. Okay, but right here you've made it a 1v1 and you've made it aim dependent. Fortunately, he runs out with a grenade out. And yeah, Google's correct. That was a great lurk spot there, but you've got it. You can't put the advantage back into their hands or make it an even playing field. You've got such a greater advantage. Don't shrink it back down to their level. Okay, keep it up there. All right, again, I'm gonna hit on this again. Frontier's the type of player who likes B. I get that. Okay, I can count on 2 fingers how many times he's been along A that I've seen, that I remember. Okay. All right, so Frontier, I'm gonna say switch it up, man. Do something different. Don't get into the same old habit of doing the same thing every single round. You're not making yourself a better player. Teams are gonna get used to it. They're gonna try to push you and expose you because they know you're there every round. Of course, I say that, and he's gonna go long A last round, which is good. I think it's great. But you know, there's 3 areas of the map. There's 15 rounds. Divvy it up, 5 rounds apiece. All right. If you want to do this, okay. Take a notepad, or you could take a notepad. You could take Post-it notes. All right. So if I start T side, I know there's 50. We're gonna play guaranteed 15 rounds. Okay. I've got 5 Post-it notes for each section of the map, or say you're playing another map with 2 areas, okay, then maybe split it up, which every map has a B, middle, and A. So three spots essentially you can go from the beginning of the round. So either get you a notepad or get you 5 Post-it notes of a different color for each area. Whenever you go to one spot, you take 1 Post-it note off the monitor, set it down. Okay. When you go to another spot, take a Post-it note off, set it down. Okay. Or if you're using a notepad, put a little hash mark. Okay. And look at your tendencies. Okay. Because the more you tend to do something, the more the other team's going to pick up on it. All right. Humans are creatures of habit. Okay. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence is not a habit. Okay. I'll let you guys see if you can tell me whose quote that was. But nonetheless, allow yourself to become more of and I'm not going to say random, but a less predictable player. Okay. You probably went B, I would say safely 10 rounds. Okay. You're middle here. You've been long A maybe 3 times. Okay. So safely, I'd say you went B 10 rounds. All right. So let's finish and watch this, but keep that in the back of your mind. All right. Slow down. Efficiency. Efficiency. Okay. Overall, not bad, okay? Like I said before, you've got some tendencies that allow the good habits to be outshined by the bad habits. Like, you've got good crosshair placement. You've got good map awareness, okay? But because I tend to hold mouse 1, because I tend to move my feet when I aim or when I'm shooting my gun, that becomes the forefront of what my game is, okay? Not all the good stuff. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Don't be so spastic. All right, let me pause right there. The bomb was planted basically as you were in this point right about here. Okay. Had a teammate going long A into here. He eventually died right there. Okay. But my point is, the bomb was just planted. I eventually died right here on a full sprint to there. Okay. 30, 35 seconds, we'll say you had somewhere in that window. Okay. But this guy heard you, and he was able to kill you right there because you sprinted the whole way. Be methodical. Okay, slow down. All right, don't be in a rush. Granted, you don't have a kit, but as you slowly start to develop more and more game sense, you're going to have a better feeling for, all right, I need to be moving. I need to be moving. Okay, but with a bomb just planted, man, you never know. You may get a pot shot off on the guy. You may come around the corner and hit another shot. Boom, it's a 2v1. You're in a really good situation with, say, 25 seconds left on the bomb. Okay, be methodical. It only takes, obviously, 10 seconds to defuse without a kit. All right, but just slow down. Be under control. So far, a 12-12 game. There are a few mistakes in there you probably could have avoided a couple deaths. Some mistakes in there you could have gotten more kills too. There's gonna be moments in games where you either make a mistake and you die, or the other person makes a mistake and you kill them. So it's eliminating your mistakes, taking that out of play, taking that element out of the equation. Okay, 5.7's a little bit too quick, but most of your pistols have been, so there's a trend there. Again, watch the aim lesson. Find that on my YouTube. Guys, if you're new, you can check out my YouTube, Steam group, Twitter, etc. below. It's a shameless plug. Got to do it. Can you draw on this map? No. Oh, she could. Well, let's see. No, you can't.
Smoke! Grenade! I'm throwing smoke. I am planting the bomb.
Slow, 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 slow. And again, all of these bad habits, they show themselves in the first half. But to do my due diligence, I will watch it from start to finish. I got a little gnat in here, I'm about to kill it.
I'm throwing a flashbang. Flashbang. I'm throwing a flashbang. Smoke. Smoke. I'm throwing smoke. I'm throwing a grenade.
All right, you heard him up, okay? You took your really good advantage, and not saying it was a great advantage because obviously it's not, but you took your cover away. You moved to a position now you're in a pickle. If this guy's got really good reflexes, it's a double right here, okay? So let's see how this turns out. But again, don't remove yourself from a situation where you've got cover. Your back is kind of in control, though your guy just died at catwalk from what I can see on the radar, okay? But don't take yourself from a good situation and put yourself into a bad situation. That's all that was. Just exposing yourself to more of an issue than what you needed to.
We will get these guys. Throwing a flashbang. Deploying flashbang.
You guys did end up winning that round, though. That's good.
Smoke. Flashbang.
Just note there's a good spot. Whoops. Hang on, let's pause that real quick. There's a good spot you can pop flash right over that wall, just above that red sign. Okay, instead of banking it right at eye level, just lob a flash over that wall. It's going to do the same thing, and most likely not be in their line of sight. Okay, so just something to think about right there. A little spastic still, no big deal. Okay, you had a pistol, you had an AK, I understand, but again, just slow down. Just slow down. You know, be precise. The more shots I can get on target, the better off. Even if I die, okay, it beats going through 7 or 8 bullets and not hitting any of them. Is this you, the QWERTY? If so, don't worry about it, buddy. I'll have a VOD up later today for you, okay? But we'll recap. I always recap, so no big deal. Okay, at this point in time, all right, your mid player's down, your cat guy's retreating. You're very, very soft in the middle part of the map, okay? So a good thing to do, you kind of have long presence, although I really don't like where your guy's at currently because he's kind of stuck in the middle, with low HP. I'd like to see him either here or back at the corner, either one. But with you, okay, you've got a guy, cat, probably close to dying. Okay, if I were you, this is what I would do because this area right here is very, very vulnerable. Okay, as you can see, the B player has his back to tunnels. Okay, he's dead if somebody comes there because his focus is on mid. The mid player's died, the catwalk is falling back. All right, so your job at this point, because you've got some help cat and long A, needs to be to slip down here and just post up right here. It does a couple things. A, it kind of gives your big guy a little bit of peace of mind. He can focus his efforts back towards B tunnels. It also allows you to just spot long A if this guy were to die. And also it allows you to quick rotate back into this area right here at catwalk, okay, where you can maybe toss a nade. You got 2 flashes and a smoke on you, so you still got quite a bit of ammo left. All right, but at this point in time, you're not effective because you're looking at 2 of your teammates back with the site you're playing closer towards. So instead of being in that situation, put yourself to where you can be more of a role player in a position to help your team as opposed to being the second line of defense, if you will. Okay, it's just a thought there. Good, good, very good. Just what we talked about. And again, these decisions, it's part of your decision making. You'll learn it, okay? Okay, now you saw bomb going up catwalk. You guys should be in good shape right here. Great time for you to close the gap. Keep them trapped in. Alright, pause right there, pause right there. Okay, that wall right in front of you, okay? That little circular wall right there. Use that, okay? I can't move, which I freaking hate. That wall right there, up in this part right here, if you throw a flashbang off that, it's going to flash pretty much the same area, but be a pop flash, as opposed to bouncing a couple times and then going off. So utilize rounded angles like that to give yourself a better pop flash angle, okay? A little too loud. You know he's there, so why are we running? Don't give away your position unless you absolutely have to. And if it's to save a teammate or prevent a bomb defuse or something. Okay. Stealth is key. And the QWERTY, just so we all know, what's your rank? We were asking earlier, and honestly, I didn't read where you said anything about it, so I don't know what rank you are right now. They were just curious. The viewers were. In this game, Master Guardian 2. Okay. Let me just point out this right now, okay? You're concerned with too many angles. You're putting yourself in another bad situation, okay? Well, I understand you were a vulnerable cat, and obviously you just had a teammate rotate through middle and come up this way, okay? But if I know that I've got two spots that I can be seen from, either catwalk or long A, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and reposition, okay? Where I would reposition, you ask? It was a 3v2. Okay, so you guys weren't in bad shape. So what I would probably do is just either A, jump down here to elevator to where I can focus on one or the other and not be looking at one and vulnerable from the other. So just put yourself in a situation to where you can't get shot in the side without having any sort of knowledge they're there, or shot in the back. Okay, so get in a situation where you can control your positioning, your challenge against the other team as effectively as possible. Just get in that position. So again, I would either have jumped elevator or maybe come down here and CT spawn. Listen for catwalk because probably they wouldn't just creep it all the way through into sight. But ultimately, you just got to pick one or the other. Being in the position that you were in with no grenades, if you had maybe a flash and a smoke, you could have made it work. But without the grenades, you're up the creek without a paddle. So fortunately, you were able to survive a little bit of an exchange right here, and you may be dead because I see a grenade on the way, but we'll check it out. Yep. Okay. So again, don't expose yourselves to bad situations. Try to put yourself in the best situation possible. And again, that what I'm talking about there is put yourself in a spot where I know, okay, I'm locked in here. That's all I've got to worry about. Reposition, lock in on another spot. That's all I have to worry about. Anytime you can put your back up against a wall is a lot better, okay? As opposed to being seen. Not granted, there are times that you're going to have to do that. I understand that. I'm not naive in the sense that you're gonna be able to have that luxury. Well, and here's another situation, okay, where I think we're playing a little bit over aggressive. If the guy peeks that with an op, we're picked at a high level, okay? He can see your shoulder, boom, okay, we're picked. All right, because we're peeking, I mean, the only thing you can do there is challenge, okay? But by challenging, you're making yourself susceptible to an op pick, just like you did, okay? I may have skipped back one, yeah, skip back one round, too many. All right, so just keep that in mind. All right, now if you pick a tight shoulder, as soon as you see something, boom, I should be back, because I should know. Okay, I don't want to have that opportunity to get picked. I want to see bodies, fall back, flash, pop another repeat, see if I can see two more. You're looking for counts. You're not going to challenge long A from top of platform with an M4. It's just not going to happen. Okay. I hope you guys are going choo choo, chugga 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 as you were running through long A. You guys were like elephants.
I am planting the bomb. Bomb has been planted.
Set your feet. Set your feet. That should be a one-shot, two-shot burst maximum. No more than that. Only because it's such a tight window. And the third shot, unless you have excellent recoil control, it's not going to be effective. Somebody needs to defuse.
Defusing the bomb.
I'm not sure you're going to get it. Yeah, you got it. You're good. You're good. You're good as gold. Alright, so, again, just going back to the statement of, just let's put ourselves in good positions. Let's stick to the one-shot, two-shot bursts. Okay? Your biggest thing, and when you watch the first half, you'll hear me talk about it, is setting your feet when you shoot. Okay? Being efficient when you shoot. Okay? Not trying to get off more shots, but trying to get off quality shots. Okay? Just be under control, guys. Understand that this up here, your brain, controls the pace at which you play. If you take a deep breath, relax. Say, okay, I'm going to play slow and methodical. Guarantee you're going to more than likely get more kills. You're going to be more effective. Let me watch this. I'm trying to focus. That's good. That's better. Better with setting your feet, most definitely. Would like to see a little pull down on the recoil control. But overall, not bad. Okay, and again, I see you guys typing in chat. Don't get so concerned with ranks. Okay? Ranks can be deceiving. For example, and I'm not saying you're playing terrible, but okay, I'm just going to point this out because I think there are some things you do extremely well. But I also think, as I stated earlier, and again, you'll rewatch this VOD and you'll hear this. Okay, but there are some things that outshine your good habits. Okay, for example, okay, again, this is rank, guys. This is where rank comes into this, and it's not as important as what people think it is. Okay, 30 bomb, 30 and 16, 20 bomb. Okay. Our guy here, 14 and 19. Again, you've done some things great, okay? But rank is not everything, only because there are some games where you get better players with you, okay? And same goes for opponents. You're like, how the heck is that guy a legendary Eagle Master? Well, he's probably been carried a little bit. He's probably played with some friends that are better than him, okay? So just think about that. I like how precise you were. It's a 230-degree turn. I would have liked to see like a 236 or like 234. Okay, all that goes into is, again, timings of the map. Knowing, all right, if a T were to rush me, he's going to be there right then. So I got to have my gun up, crosshair at right level, and just be waiting for him. Okay, that's all that was right there. I did the math. Did you get out your protractor? Kidding. I'm similar to you, Sinks. I'm at 400 DPI, 2.3 sensitivity. That sucks. Dang, if only you guys had like 2 more nades. That guy's crazy for trying to peek that. Oh no! They did a good job of shutting that rush down by you guys. Of course, you guys also did a good job getting some numbers back in your favor. It's a good retreat there.
Smoke. Planting. Bomb has been planted.
A bit too loud. Way too loud. Remember, keep that. You guys won that good. Keep that stealth as long as you can. I know it's going to get into that point where I've got to run, which I understand. That may have been a situation where you need to be a little more aggressive, but.
Let's go, people.
It's a good trade. Jeez, their whole team gonna get picked in the middle or what?
I'm throwing a flashbang. Smoke.
Good. Well, check your other messages. A lot of messages have been going there lately. Like some of the ones I got from viewers have been going in my other inbox. All right, so let's recap. Okay, overall, again, not bad. Okay, not terrible. I've seen a lot worse. I've seen better, but at the end of the day, you've got a lot of things you do well. Okay, I think your crosshair levels are good, and we're gonna actually let's start with the bad. I'm gonna break you down, then I'm gonna build you back up. Okay. So some of the bad things I noticed: a little spastic. We like to hold mouse one. We like to spam our pistols. That's what I'm looking for. Pistols. Okay. We like to move our feet as we're shooting. Again, not good. Okay. What else are some other things? We tend to get too much of a rut, the same thing over and over and over and over again, especially on T side. And again, go back and watch my VOD. I gave you a good suggestion about keeping track of what you do, how you can keep a better, more balanced approach to the game, just to make yourself overall better. Okay. So that being said, those are some of the things I feel like you need to work on. Go and watch my aim lesson. Okay, it really breaks down under control, just slow, controlled, 1-shot, 2-shot bursts with an AK, 2 and 3-shot bursts with an M4. Okay, it's going to help you a lot. Some good things you did. Crosshair levels were good. Okay, I felt like you made an effort, a good effort, to use your grenades properly. Okay, whether it be mollies, flashes, HE nades. Felt like you used what you had as opposed to not using them enough. Okay, so that's good. I thought on the terrorist side you had good map awareness. But again, you were a little bit too much of the same type of player, round in and round out. Okay, so try to mix that up. So again, overall, not bad. Again, those bad habits that you've got are really outweighing some of the good things you do. If you can correct those bad things, you're going to notice your headshot accuracy is going to be greater on the head levels. You're probably going to die less because you're not being spastic. Okay. And ultimately, you're going to enjoy the game because you're under control. Okay, you need to breathe, you need to relax. I know it sounds so like stupid, but at the end of the day, that's what you got to do. That's what all the good players do. They control themselves. They control their mental aspect. They slow the game down and to where they can actually just control what they're doing round in and round out. Okay, again, guys, don't put yourself in bad positions. All right, if you've got a decent position, keep it, man. And if you need to, reposition to where you're not constantly having to check 2 spots, because ultimately that's going to be a bad situation for you regardless. Okay, but that's what I've got for that. Okay, that's going to